Welcome back to Dungeon Bosses.
Heyo!
I'm playing Banjo Kazooie today. Anybody who's played the game before will probably realize that I skipped the entire tutorial level at Spiral Mountain.
It's because it sucks.
It's
actually
awful. It's boring as shit.
a lot of talking. You learn basic human functions, or bare functions, I suppose.
Like, really shit that you should already know how to do. Like, if you've ever picked up a video game controller.
Yeah.
I also skipped the, 49-minute intro video. Because also boring as shit. Basically, the gist of it is the witch is ugly, she hates it, and she wants to steal the youth of Banjo's younger sister, Tootie.
Which is the only girl in, the entire world.
Basically, because everything else is just, monsters and sentient rocks.
Yeah.
So...
And sentient vegetables.
Also, yes.
And sentient eggs.
And really just things that shouldn't, have a consciousness.
Just things with googly eyes.
Clams.
Basically. Really?
Clams don't have feelings.
No, they don't.
They should not be able to bounce around on the beach, but guess what bounces around on the beach?
Clams.
Clams.
Definitely clams. Yeah, well, eggs shouldn't be bouncing around either.
That depends how close they are to hatching. These ones aren't, though. They're not even fertilized.
That's true. If I was a chicken, I wouldn't be flying around.
Yay. 3 moves to learn on this world. I believe they are the ground pound and...
Hey, Jinjo.
I learned the
run.
The bird walk. You know the one. You know the one.
What's the third one?
The shooting eggs. I can shoot eggs.
That's it. Out of your butt. I think it's your butt.
Eggs don't come out of your butt.
Are you sure?
Basic biology lessons have taught me otherwise.
Yeah, but this is a video game, so eggs can do whatever the hell they want. Look at these musical
this is
notes.
an educational video
This is
game.
a video game.
Did you know that the bear is actually the termite's only natural predator?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like aardvarks. It'd be like Banjo the aardvark.
I hope in Ukulele they give you the option to turn into
an aardvark.
That
would be
amazing.
Fantastic.
Hey, why don't you tell everybody about Ukulele?
Oh yeah, so Rareware, I think it's called, the old Rareware employees, or Rare employees, decided to band together and make a company called Platonics, and they went on Kickstarter with the idea of a video game called Ukulele, starring Yuka and Lele, 2 characters similar to Banjo and Kazooie in a lot of ways, mostly because of the ex-Rareware employees being like, yeah, we can do this because we have the knowledge and we have all the people that have worked on the game still ready to work on another game. And they went on Kickstarter with a goal of 250,000 euros to make this game. And I believe they're already passing 1.5 million euros, which is like quadruple almost what they wanted. That's more than quadruple what they wanted. So they've set goals now that they're gonna, if they get to 2 million, they're gonna release downloadable content and stuff after release, and they released some really nice videos and some music, and told a little bit about all the people working on it, and it's looking really cool. And I think me and Chris are going to be putting some money towards that if we get a chance.
I definitely can't wait to get in on that before everybody gets all shitty about it. I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is just a shitty rip-off of Banjo Kazooie."
But it's the same people.
It's not a sequel or a rip-off or a spin-off or anything like that. It's really more of just a successor by a lot of people who were pissed off about the abomination that Microsoft made them create out of
nuts and bolts.
The Banjo Kazooie intellectual property.
It's called nuts and bolts.
Yes, and it's
Disgusting.
probably one of the worst things to ever happen. There was a point when Rare was like the best game development company that there was.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Then they just like took a serious nosedive. And it actually happened long before they were bought out by Microsoft. There was like a shitty Star Fox game for the GameCube.
Yeah. Wait, what was that? Don't say Adventures. Because that was a fantastic game, okay?
I was definitely going to say Adventures.
No,
but that was just
game.
like the start of their downward whatever.
But no, that
was
was
like a really
game.
mediocre Perfect Dark sequel.
Okay, yeah. I didn't play that, but I heard it was bad. And then Nuts and Bolts, of course, which is just absolute garbage.
Like if they had put different characters in it and a different name on the box, and just like made original characters with, you know, whatever. Like if they were actually creating something, then it would be great. But basically, all they did for Nuts and Bolts was they took everything that's familiar about Banjo Kazooie,
and
like music notes and jiggies, which have a purpose in this game, by the way, like with the puzzles and like the music note doors. They could have used anything for that, but they chose music notes. Then basically in Nuts and Bolts, they made it so like they don't really have a purpose. You still collect the jiggies, but instead of putting puzzles together, you just put them in like a giant ball in the middle of the city, and like you build cars and you drive around, and it's, I don't know, it's basically Lego car building whatever, and it's not
Simulator.
It's not good. It's not good. If it was its own standalone thing, I'd be able to respect it at least a little bit.
If it was a game just called Nuts and Bolts, it'd probably be really good.
Also, I broke the game in like 30 seconds.
Did you?
Yeah. You get a magical wrench that lets you like lift boxes.
Yeah.
Or like car parts or whatever, or if your car falls apart, then you can like flip it back over or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't do it, obviously, if you're standing in your vehicle. You can't lift it up. But it turns out that if you have like a trailer attached to your vehicle, and you put a box in the trailer and you stand on top of the box, that doesn't count as being in your vehicle, which means you can just do that and then lift your vehicle up so you can fly anywhere in the game you want to go. And it took me
That's actually
took me
so
about
fantastic.
took me about 15 minutes to figure out that I can do that, and then it was just like, well, I beat the game.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't fight the boss or anything, or race, or whatever the fuck it is that you need to do in that game. I don't know. I did that, and I was like, okay, I win. I still did not get
the jiggy in his eye.
Right, there's a jiggy in his eye.
I know
I didn't get the egg shooting thing.
Okay, and I know there's like some really cool games that have the build vehicles options, like Kerbal Space Program being one of them. It's actually a fantastic game. They just build spaceships, and there's so many options. And also Besieged just came out.
Did I go in there? Yeah, I did.
And it's just like a medieval building, but you use so many like technologically advanced medieval things. You can make like helicopter blades and basically just build like warfare, like tanks and stuff. It's pretty awesome. And
well, the concept has a place.
Yeah, and I think like those were before Banjo or Nuts and Bolts. So I don't know if Nuts and Bolts actually like started that trend. I don't think it did, but they definitely did.
Well, they didn't invent the concept. Like there were like Lego games and stuff before that, and there were games with customizing options for everything. I don't know. It just didn't do it well. It didn't do anything well.
Yeah.
Except ruin a franchise, really. So that's the story of Yooka-Laylee in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's just the predecessor, I guess, of Banjo Kazooie.
Yep. And like even if it doesn't do well, there's no way it can do any worse than Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, it's about a chameleon and a frickin' bat. So I mean, sounds like good. They called it, like I think they said it was Yuka the pantsless bloke. I think that's what they called him. And then Lele the witty bat or something. The witty lady bat or something like that. And they released the first supporting character. No, supporting character. and I forget what his name is. Trousers. His name is Trousers, and he's a snake that's fit into like a pair of pants, and his body goes down one leg and up the other one, and he has like one of those old phones, and he's got like a safari hat.
So basically what Nick is saying is there's no way that this game can possibly go wrong.
Yeah, no, it can't. And they have the music people behind Banjo Kazooie working on all the music, and he just fucking failed hard.
I actually just did that. That was great.
And they
I'm just getting really excited by the trouser snake.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. No, I'm not that way.
Definitely
got I support the lifestyle, but it's not for me. I might get in a lot of trouble for calling it a lifestyle.
What, trouser snakes? Snaking trousers?
I don't know. Just let's just abandon this topic.
Okay.
For now. And yeah. I'm gonna fuck up this monkey.
Kick his ass.
Is
that Congo?
I will destroy him. I will ruin his fucking life. Did I really forget to start a timer again?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what? I'm gonna do this next time on Dungeon Bosses. Look forward to that. I'm gonna ruin a monkey's day.
Kick his ass.